Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio May 5, 2022. Today's Venus-Pluto sextile aspect favors one-on-one relationships. It also boosts your enjoyment and influence related to your communications and projects. Reaching out socially or professionally can be successful. For some, this is an excellent time for making a love connection and for charm, in general. Feelings of love or commitment can be communicated warmly now. Studying, learning, connecting, and creating are in favor. You might come to a happy agreement with a partner. You're also in the right place for income, gifts, and money matters. Your talents, resources, or skills are more prominent, bringing opportunities your way. Later today, sudden desires may seem to take over and spoil the fun, but consider that doing things a little differently, particularly in your interactions, can be rewarding. After yesterday's new moon solar eclipse in Gemini, it's no secret that your one-on-one relationships are suddenly taking over your usual list of priorities. Be it personally and/or professionally speaking, you're more than likely making some adjustments. When it comes to your romantic partnerships, however, things could feel as dreamy as they are confusing, so be sure to stay grounded. After all, the moon continues to wander through Gemini, your 7th house of relationships, all the while harmonizing with enchanting Neptune via your 5th house of love, romance, and self-expression. Fairy tale beginning or an ending that's been long overdue? A conversation could lead to something wonderful. There could be a change of heart in your workplace conversations now that Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is in effect. As your colleagues, or clients, become more open-minded to different ideas, you may find that this is the perfect time to launch your ideas. Since Pluto retrograde sextiles Venus in Pisces, you may find that your creative concepts and visions are better received by your workplace. Utilize this charming, transformative energy to bring up your artistic direction. You could even prepare a preview of what you have in mind. Expect some very positive changes to take place in a current partnership. If this is a business partnership, a new agreement between you shows promise of leading to success and good fortune. If this is a romance, you might find yourselves becoming so perfectly compatible that you're considering moving to the next level of commitment. Any new partnership begun today should be very promising, and should bring you whatever you hope to gain from it. Good luck. Try to be more modest in your private relations. You tend to think only your views are right and show too little interest for others. This is why you're often perceived as being arrogant or complacent. You must listen to other people's points of view and get off your high horse. You and your best friend suddenly seem to be at odds, though it could be over the smallest thing. Try to get them to take a hike for the time being while you deal on your own. Persevering in matters of the heart is to be admired, but if you're still creating confusion through your repetitive pattern of behavior, this needs to be broken. You do have the power to make a breakthrough, and after this phase are able to adopt a more honest approach when new love possibilities become a reality. You are probably not feeling your best today. No doubt your illness is a result of recent overindulgence. You can't blame anyone but yourself for your crashing headache and queasy stomach. Try not to take out your bad mood on the family. Just ask them to close the curtains and shut the door. You will emerge in the early afternoon feeling a bit wobbly, but definitely on the mend. If you're seeking ways to earn more money at this time, look to creative outlets on this day. This kind of expression is a large part of this vibration's focus, and it can stir your creativity in ways that you may never have considered. Give those possibilities a few moments' consideration, and then go wherever the flow takes you. A spontaneous action can be the birthing moment of many great achievements for you. See what you can do. At a time when work and job matters are catching their second wind, with Jupiter's return to your work sector next week kicking off a major new period of job growth and expansion, the focus today is more on the other side of life's fence. A friendly aspect between today's adventurous lunar vibes and Mars in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart is amplifying both, while the Sun and Uranus align to make this a special day for all your relationships. Knowing that life will only get busier, do what you can to keep your work hat off today. An alignment between the Sun and Uranus in your relationship sector will not only make things more transparent but will demand a higher degree of authenticity. There will be no playing games under their watch and instead, a chance to connect in a real and authentic way. This comes just as the moon is giving the spirit of romance and adventure a boost. Our eyes in the sky. In the morning, the Gemini moon sextiles Jupiter in Pisces, an influence of harmony and good cheer. Our chief need is to experience comfort and to comfort others, making this an ideal time to gather with friends. We can additionally smooth over conflicts with coworkers and bosses, as long as we are not on deadlines that require us to move very fast. In money or relationships, we may be on the receiving end of a lucky break. This inspires us to give back, offering others a helping hand or lending support to a charitable project. Creative and spiritual activities, as well as getting out into nature, are also encouraged now. Later in the morning, the moon sextiles the Pisces sun, continuing the day's good vibes. All seems right with the world. The stars are aligned. Everything is working in our favor. Matters fall into place with less resistance. In fact, this is the message of this transit. We achieve more when we get out of our own way and let the universe do its thing. Friendships act as confidence boosters, facilitating this low-pressure energy. Loved ones support us for showing up and striving to be our most open-hearted, compassionate, and creative selves. People with more power or prestige may hold the keys to our success, or the very systems that we are a part of prove toxic to our ultimate aims. We might be inclined to start fights to prove our mettle, but aggression will only set us back. Forcing a situation out of stubborn pride can ultimately thwart our own progress. Today's challenges expose our difficult relationship with self-ownership. Control is what we desire, yet, we might not realize that self-control is foundational to building a fruitful enterprise. When we harness our energy to work for ourselves and not against others, we access our true power. The Gemini moon links up with wild card Uranus this morning, which can start the day with a jolt of energy. Your emotions might not be the most predictable right now, so take some time to do a grounding meditation or stretch before you continue with the day. Luckily, the energy here doesn't meet with much conflict, so any surprises that land in your lap are likely to be good ones. Unfortunately, we begin to see some cosmic conflict as the morning continues to unfold. As the veils are extremely thin due to the prominence of underworld ruler Pluto today, you can work with candle magic to help guide you and get your messages answered from your guides. There could be many paranormal experiences happening at once. You might find your hair standing on end with all the electricity in the air. The Pluto-Venus aspect makes it a bit tough to decide whether you heard a noise behind you or it was all in your head. Have a little fun with the experience, and know that the overall day is dedicated to what you want. We're in for a pretty exciting day with a lot of shifts, starting with the Moon-Uranus trine in the morning. This can provide a sense of excitement with little wiggle room for drama to take hold at all. You could have some innovative ideas for adventure and socialize easily, perhaps even meeting new people today. Still, you should listen to your intuition before saying anything, just in case you're feeling a bit too impulsive.